Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm out here in beautiful Portugal for the MotoGP at the Portimao circuit, which is just behind me. And I'm standing next to a good friend, an absolute legend, Elias, who is one half of the Red Bull Drift Brothers. I'm just about to go out with Joe, who's one of the Drift Brothers, the Red Bull Drift Brothers. In fact, Elias has just been tutoring two of the gas riders, Augusto Fernandez and Pedro Costa.
Those drivers, they pick it up so fast, but I mean, they are an integral part of their machine, basically.
Yep.
And if you don't have a feel, I think you never make it up as a MotoGP rider.
Thankfully, today we've got access to these two cars. In fact, there's an M2 over there. And I thought it would be a good time to let him teach me how to drift, teach us how to drift. Before we head out and jump in the cars, can you just give us a little bit of background, what you do, and something about the Red Bull Drift Brothers?
The Drift Brothers started back in 2010.
Right.
Like, this was our first year in competition. I mean, obviously, beginner's class. We had a street legal E30, 325i, 170 horsepower in the beginning. Then we added a M50 engine, so just close to 200 horsepower. This was our first competition car.
Yep.
But yeah, then step by step it built up, and the last big project that we've done was that we built two 1000 horsepower BMW G82 M4s with the help of BMW M, because we also have a cooperation there. Obviously, Red Bull also gave us wings to manage to get this project alive.
Yep.
And the past 3 years, we've been with those cars all over Europe, doing F1 show runs, doing video productions, doing taxi runs and stuff like that. And it's just been amazing. Like, it's been a blast. I'm super grateful and blessed that we actually have all these opportunities. Met you at the 24-hour race, I think, the last time.
The last time, yeah. And the first time I met you was actually at the Red Bull Ring, and we did a bit of drifting together. Yeah. Met you and your brother. We had a great time. Well, if you want to check these guys out, I'll put a link to their Instagram below. It's just Red Bull Drift Brothers, isn't it? We're going to jump in because the rain has started to come back down again. I'm going to chuck the cameras in the car, and hopefully I'm going to learn the basics of drifting. Right then, guys, we're now inside a G82 M4 competition rear-wheel drive.
Yep.
Which is the only car you know, right? Like, rear-wheel drive, die hard.
Yeah.
But the good thing with the X-Drive versions of these is you can select rear-wheel drive. Yeah, exactly. Like my M3 Touring. It's the best of both worlds, right?
Same here. Like, I also have the opportunity actually to drive one of the G81s.
Yes.
And I love it. It's the car. Like, it can do everything, and sometimes you forget how perfect it is.
Yeah.
And if you are really in a hurry, it can be fast. If you want to be a lunatic, you just press a button and you only have rear-wheel drive. If you go skiing, all-wheel drive.
Yep.
It's just amazing.
It does tick a lot of boxes, doesn't it? Yeah, awesome.
But now talk about drifting.
Yes, yes.
Shall we?
Let's go, mate. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, you just jump in whenever you think. We drive in here.
Yep.
We have a lovely parking place, and what I normally try to teach people who haven't been drifting before.
Yep.
Go in a circle. What I always find is good to have visual references. Because if you're just on an open space and have no reference, then all of a sudden you're lost.
Yes.
And next thing you know, you're in a light pole. And we don't want that.
No, definitely not.
As you can see, I'm already going just in circles.
Yep.
This is a circle maybe like 15 meters or something, 20 meters in diameter, which is good. Then mostly start in second gear. For this one, it's good.
Yep.
And then just feel a little bit what the car is doing when you steer. Like, how does it behave? And then also feel the understeer.
Yep.
And hear the sound.
Yep.
The sound of the devil. Never understeer.
Yeah, sound of the devil is so true. That's when it's just going wrong, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just an ugly sound.
You hear that a lot in Audis, but anyway.
Yeah. And then once, like here in this case, we have a little bit of an angle or inclined.
Yeah, inclined, yeah.
So what I always say, the easier it is if you initiate a drift uphill.
Okay.
Because the hill will help you to catch like the initial break out of the car.
Sure.
I would never advise to start downhill because it's very hard to catch it there.
Yep.
So next thing we do, we go in the circle, we go uphill. I really put full throttle on.
Okay.
Rear steps out.
Yep.
I let the steering wheel go and I catch the drift, and then I just control it with throttle and steering. and just be really gentle here, or sometimes you also need full throttle to just keep the car going. And then like if I try to be really smooth, but here you can feel we have way less grip down there.
Yes.
I wanted to try to steer as little as I can, but here I really need some adjustments to do that.
So you're making like 20 degrees of adjustment on the wheel. And but it's your foot is busy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not constantly at one place. You're modulating, feeling where the grip is.
I think one can also hear it like boom, 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 boom. And if I really map the track here, then I can be. Here it's really slippery down there.
Yes, yes. I suppose the water's running down there, right? Wow.
So this is basically the first thing. Okay. And obviously I've done it a couple times. The hard bit is always to catch the initial, to counter steer at the right moment. Yep. And in the right amount. Okay. And this just takes practice.
Yes.
It's like everything. Takes practice.
Practice makes perfect. And it's all about feeling and okay, cool. And so and once you get confident with that, and you've learned and understood the car rotating around there, I suppose the next thing for a beginner drifter even is trying to then understand how to come out of that drift in a smooth manner that then naturally leads into a transition, right? So as in you're spinning left and then you turn to the right.
Exactly. I would the first part you said is very important in my eyes. Getting the drift to end in a smooth way in the place where you want. Yes. Because this is mostly where things go wrong. Yep. So like once you're on a circle, then really define a place where you want to finish the drift. Yep. And go straight out. And I would say we just do it here. Okay. Yep. Because what often happens is when you want to get out of the drift, you like instant get a lot of grip. Yep. And you spin in the other direction. Yep. And this is something which can be very difficult. So we stop the drift uphill again. Yep. And we just want to go out. Yep. And the important thing is to not release the throttle completely if you want to go out. Okay. Control it. The wheel spin, so keep the wheel spin still up, but bleed off, and then bleed off. Okay. And do it with the steering. Steer out of the drift. Okay. Reduce the angle. Still keep the wheel spin. Once you're in a straight line, then you can ease off the throttle. Okay. So we redo it. So again, it's a combination of throttle and steering inputs. Always like So initiate the drift. We do one round here, and then really now you see I steer out of the drift. Yeah. And but really keep the wheel spinning. Yep. Until I'm in a straight line and then go out. And that makes it smooth and reduces or stops the chance of it snapping, because that's the biggest, especially on the road. You see the Mustang clips and stuff. That's exactly what happens, right? They get sideways, they come off, they panic, off the throttle, and it snaps, and then boom, and you're off. And exactly. Like if you're sideways and go off the throttle, the rear tires will find the grip. Yep. But what they do then, they build maximum like forces to the side, and it's like a pendulum, and they throw you over. You can't catch that. Okay. No chance. If you keep the tires spinning, the force pushing the car back is way smaller, and you can really control it with the steering, how fast you want to come back. But as said, it's just a matter of practice. Just like that. Okay. So next thing, you already said the transition from left to right. Yeah. I like that the most. Figure of 8. Yeah. So we again start in a circle. Second gear better. Go in a circle, and once we feel comfortable, we go over in the next one. And my key to success there is also use the steering a lot to initiate the transition. Yeah. And keep the wheel spin up. So rather keep it up. The transition. Now we have to brake a lot because it's going downhill. Yes, okay. And that's a whole other element there, the braking aspect of it. Exactly. Controlling that drift. This is awesome. So on the brakes, slowing the whole car down. Yeah, as you can see, I'm smiling again. You're way too calm behind the wheel as well. I think I'm more stressed than you are.
nervous?
No.
No?
No, not at all. I've been with you in the car and you're actually really smooth. Like I'm also known for rather smooth driving. There are many aggressive drivers and stuff like that.
Sure.
And sometimes I get sick when the drivers are too aggressive.
Yep.
Especially if they're out of control.
Yep, yep.
But you're so smooth, so I'm...
Oh no, you've set me up for failure now, mate. Seriously. Okay, so we're starting second gear, yeah?
Yep. You can also, if you want to be tighter, you can also do it first gear,
yeah.
but I think second is fine here.
Yeah. Let's start in first.
Yeah.
Because I might find it a bit easier. Yeah. So up the hill.
Yep. Nice and easy. You feel the downhill part?
Yes.
Where it really pushes to the outside.
Yeah.
It's just the best thing you can do with a car, going sideways.
Right, we're into second now.
Nice.
So we're going a bit wider.
Yep.
Oh, did I hit a cone then?
Yep, you touched one.
What am I doing that's maybe not quite right?
Like I find you also like only doing little corrections on the steering and doing more with the foot.
Yep.
If you want, you can up the frequency of the inputs on the throttle.
Okay.
You also really smooth there.
Yep.
From time to time, if you feel, for example, the car gripping up and pushing you to lower angle, really press it hard in that second.
Okay.
And release it right afterwards.
Yep.
Or the other way around, if you feel like, oh, it's going to too much angle, quickly release it for a fraction of a second completely, and then step on it. Like there you can maybe be a little bit
more aggressive. Yep.
And then actually the driving gets smoother from the outside.
Okay.
But other than that, like the steering control, you know it. Like you turn in, once the rear comes out, you just gave the impulse, let the steering wheel do the work. Amazing. Like, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right. Well, let's try and be a bit better with the throttle.
Yep.
So we'll get it going up the hill. So now.
Very smooth. Amazing. Like really good. Yes. Oh, and loads of angle. This was close to steering lock.
Yeah, I'm getting close.
Very good.
Oh, was that a cone? Do I get extra points for that?
Yep. Not a cone down.
Right, we'll try and not transition. I'll try and get out of this. Oh no, I won't.
Oh, we're creating a little bit of smoke now. It's drying up. So I now get out here straight.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll try that again. I'm actually getting some smell. I can smell some tyres, man.
Yeah,
That's the smell that it's probably like aftershave for you, right? You're like, yes, right.
Yes.
Now I'm at work. Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. Right. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. I might give it a go if you're brave enough. I'll only do first gear, and just keep it.
Like if you do first gear, you're probably closer to him.
Oh,
if you
okay.
do second,
I'm further away.
You're further away, but
yeah.
I think you're good.
Okay.
You know where the brake pedal is in case.
Where's the brakes? Right, now we've had a little bit of fun scaring my good mate Andy. We're going to try and make that transition. I think it's going to be pretty tricky, but I guess I need to settle into this first, feel comfortable, and then peel away.
Yep. Like I would also say, exactly as you said, use the lower circle first, and then do the transition up the hill.
Yep.
Because did you want to switch it off?
Oh yeah. Oh, is that?
I think this is the reason why it gets so humid.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, do the lower circle first.
Yep.
And then also do the transition uphill.
Yep.
Because uphill will always help you.
Okay.
Downhill is very tricky.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Let's give it a go.
Just like that.
Yeah. Yes and no. No, but it was really good.
It was really like good. Success, failure.
It was really good. So the thing that I saw, you heard it like the second, or you started the transition, so the car came to lower angle, but you still steered a little bit into the next drift, and you caught a little bit of understeer. You heard it like just as
we were going through that section,
like just a little bit of and you don't need that. Once the car is coming back with the angle, you more or less can already start counter steering. You don't need to steer in that.
Because the bum's swinging.
Yeah, the bum's swinging. Just keep the wheel spin up.
Okay.
And slowly already start counter steering. You don't need to steer in.
Okay.
As I said, once you initiated it and the car is coming back, like the bum is coming back, then you don't need that.
Okay, okay.
And then it actually gets smoother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Let's just see if we can put that into practice.
Nice.
Nah, this is gonna. No.
This is the scary one, the downhill one.
Well, I think I'm gonna leave it there before I end up scaring you or running over Andy. But it's been, mate, as always, it's been absolutely mega catching up with you.
Same here.
You always put a smile on my face when I see you in real life, especially, so it's really good. Thank you so much for your time today. And guys, honestly, make sure you do check out their socials. I'll put all of them below in the description. It's awesome, and I hope that you've picked up and learnt some skills in this video, because I certainly have. I've done a bit of drifting before. I've spent a lot of time on ice and snow, which is always very good, isn't it, for car control?
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, just listening to your little techniques and perfecting or getting better of what I do is just priceless for me. It's really important, and I can translate and take some of those skills. I do a lot of track driving, and I'm not necessarily purposely drifting, but if a drift goes wrong, or if I do get into a bit of a slide because it's wet, I then feel a lot calmer and more comfortable in that, you know, like, which is really important. I think it's a priceless sort of skill to have. So yeah, man, awesome. I think we're going to go and have lunch because it's waiting for us over there. But massive thanks to BMW M for inviting myself and Andy out here to Portimao. The next few days are going to be absolutely awesome watching the MotoGP. Can't wait for it. The sun has decided to come out. The forecast is looking good. So very much looking forward to it, mate.
Thanks for having me here.
No, pleasure.
And yeah, I hope we see you soon, and then we do the next steps.
Yeah, next steps. Yeah. Watch this space. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh my god, that's so cool.